What makes the wealthiest people on Earth abandon mansions, private jets, and even entire islands for a yacht? The answer lies in the unique cocktail of freedom, power, and prestige. Yachts represent something that no skyscraper or jet can: total independence. Out at sea, a billionaire is in their own kingdom, unbound by borders or governments, ruling over a mobile empire. The obsession dates back to aristocrats of the early 20th century who commissioned luxury ships as status symbols. But today, the competition has escalated into an arms race of extravagance. Billionaires don't just want a yacht, they want the yacht that turns heads at Monaco, St. Bart's, or Dubai Marina. It's no longer about sailing, it's about domination. Who has the biggest, the fastest, the most outrageous floating palace? Owning a superyacht has become the ultimate badge of belonging to the world's most exclusive club. Private jets are common among the wealthy, but a custom-built yacht costing hundreds of millions places you in a league so elite that only a handful can compete. To these billionaires, a yacht isn't just transportation, it's an identity. It's where deals are made, power is displayed, and legacies are written on the waves. But behind the glamour lurks something even more compelling: secrecy. Many yachts sail under flags of convenience, with ownership hidden in offshore accounts. To the outside world, the ship is just a name, but for the insider, it's a fortress of influence. And that secrecy is part of the allure. Now let's pull back the curtain on some of the most jaw-dropping yachts ever built. These aren't just boats, they're floating cities, each worth more than entire sports teams. At the top of the list is the legendary History Supreme, a yacht reportedly covered in solid gold and platinum, with walls adorned with dinosaur bones and meteorite fragments. Valued at an alleged $4.8 billion, it sounds almost mythical. And indeed, many believe it might be more rumor than reality. But whether real or exaggerated, it set the tone. Billionaire yachts are about spectacle. Then there's the Eclipse, owned by Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich. Costing over $1.5 billion, it's a fortress disguised as a yacht. With 2 helipads, a missile defense system, bulletproof glass, and even an anti-paparazzi shield, it embodies paranoia and prestige in equal measure. It's not just a yacht, it's a declaration of power at sea. Or take a Zam, a 590-foot Leviathan built for the royal family of Abu Dhabi. With speeds over 30 knots, it's not only massive but one of the fastest yachts in existence. Imagine standing on its endless decks, knowing you're aboard the world's largest private yacht, a record that few dare to challenge. Each of these vessels tells a story not just of wealth, but of ambition. They're bigger than palaces, more advanced than military ships, and more secretive than royal courts. And yet, for their owners, this is just the beginning. Step aboard, and you'll enter a world most of us will never experience. The interiors of billionaire yachts redefine luxury. Think marble imported from Carrara, chandeliers made from Lalique crystal, and hand-woven carpets flown in from Persia. Every detail is customized to reflect the owner's taste, or ego. Picture an infinity pool that seems to merge with the horizon, surrounded by sun loungers where celebrities sip champagne, or a glass-walled underwater lounge where guests can sip cocktails while watching sharks glide past. Some yachts even feature private nightclubs with rotating dance floors, IMAX theaters, and entire spas complete with Turkish baths and cryotherapy chambers. But it doesn't end with luxury. Functionality is just as extreme. Many yachts come with garages that store jet skis, submarines, and even smaller speedboats known as tenders. Others carry entire fleets of cars and motorcycles, so billionaires can enjoy luxury both on land and sea. The bedrooms, they rival 5-star hotel suites. King-size beds, floor-to-ceiling windows, and private balconies are standard. Crew quarters are hidden below deck, with staff trained not just in hospitality, but in discretion. Privacy is sacred here. And yet, what makes these floating palaces most fascinating is how self-contained they are. They can generate their own power, purify their own water, and sustain hundreds of people for weeks at sea. They are, in every sense, independent nations adrift on the ocean. While they look like luxury toys, billionaire yachts are also cutting-edge feats of engineering. Hidden beneath their polished teak decks are technologies rivaling those of naval warships. Take propulsion. Many modern superyachts use hybrid systems that allow them to cruise silently, reducing vibrations so that guests barely feel the ocean beneath them. Some even experiment with hydrogen fuel cells and solar panels, making them greener than most cities. Then there are stabilization systems that keep these massive vessels steady even in rough seas, because billionaires don't tolerate seasickness. Security is another priority. From radar-evading designs to biometric access, these yachts are floating fortresses. Abramovich's Eclipse reportedly has a missile defense system, while others use drones and advanced sonar to detect intruders underwater. Entertainment systems are equally futuristic. Imagine walls that transform into giant LED screens, underwater drones that live-stream marine life directly into the dining room, or glass floors revealing the ocean below. Even the navigation systems are works of art, using satellite links and AI-powered mapping to ensure precision across global waters. Some yachts can even deploy mini submarines to explore the deep sea, because for billionaires, the ocean isn't just scenery, it's territory to be conquered. These innovations don't just showcase wealth, they push the boundaries of marine engineering. Yachts are test beds for technologies that may one day transform shipping, travel, and even naval defense. Behind the glitter and glamour lies a world of controversy. These yachts are symbols of wealth, but also of inequality. When one vessel costs more than the GDP of a small nation, questions arise. Should such extravagance exist in a world where millions struggle for basic needs? Environmental concerns loom large. Super yachts guzzle fuel at shocking rates, releasing thousands of tons of carbon emissions annually. Critics argue they're floating climate disasters, enjoyed by a handful at the expense of the planet. Some billionaires counter this by investing in green technologies, but for many, the luxury still comes first. Then there's secrecy. Many yachts are registered under shell companies, making it nearly impossible to trace true ownership. This secrecy has fueled suspicions of corruption, tax evasion, and even money laundering. During global conflicts, sanctions have led to high-profile yacht seizures, suddenly exposing the hidden world of oligarchs and billionaires. Social controversy also follows. Stories circulate of wild parties, exclusive gatherings, and even whispered scandals aboard these yachts. They become stages where power and influence are traded in ways the public rarely sees. For all their beauty, these vessels highlight the growing divide between the ultra-rich and everyone else. They are symbols not just of success, but of a world increasingly split by wealth. In the secret world of billionaire yachts, competition is everything. Each new launch is a challenge. Who can outdo whom? When Abramovich's Eclipse was unveiled, it sent shockwaves through the elite yachting world, prompting rivals to immediately plan something bigger. Royal families in the Middle East compete for the largest and fastest vessels, while tech billionaires from Silicon Valley aim for the most futuristic designs. In Monaco or Cannes, yacht shows become battlegrounds where reputations rise and fall. Who has the longest yacht, the most helipads, the rarest art? These rivalries go beyond ego. They influence design and innovation. Shipyards push boundaries to please their clients, leading to breakthroughs in architecture, engineering, and sustainability. One billionaire wants a retractable swimming pool. Soon, it's the industry standard. Another demands a hidden submarine dock. Suddenly, every new yacht has one. But the rivalries are also deeply personal. In these circles, a yacht isn't just a possession. It's a weapon of status. To own the second biggest yacht is to admit defeat. For billionaires accustomed to being number one, that's unacceptable. It's a world where excess breeds more excess, where the ocean becomes a racetrack of wealth. And in the end, the yachts are less about travel and more about victory. Where do we go from here? If today's yachts already resemble floating palaces, what could the future hold? Designers are already imagining yachts that look more like spaceships than ships. Sleek, glass-covered vessels powered entirely by renewable energy. Concepts include yachts that generate artificial beaches on board, floating gardens with real trees, and even modular designs that can expand and shrink like Lego sets. Technology will play a huge role. Expect fully autonomous yachts capable of sailing without a crew, using AI for navigation and guest services. Underwater living quarters may soon become standard, offering panoramic views of marine life. Some even imagine yachts doubling as research labs, where billionaires fund deep-sea exploration while enjoying cocktails. But the biggest shift may be in purpose. With increasing criticism of excessive wealth, some billionaires may rebrand yachts as philanthropic vessels, equipped for disaster relief or ocean conservation. Imagine a yacht that can transform into a floating hospital, or one that seeds the ocean with coral to combat climate change. The line between indulgence and innovation is blurring. Whether for prestige, power, or progress, yachts will continue to evolve as the ultimate stage for billionaire ambition. As we've discovered, billionaire yachts are far more than mere luxury toys floating across turquoise waters. They are status symbols, engineering triumphs, and cultural flashpoints that capture our collective imagination. Each vessel is a world of its own, equipped with helicopter pads, submarines, and technology that rivals naval ships. Yet cloaked in secrecy, hidden behind shell companies, and manned by discreet crews sworn to silence. These yachts glide through international waters as floating fortresses of wealth, rarely glimpsed by the public eye, and yet their presence is undeniable. Beyond their glittering exteriors, these yachts influence the world in subtle but significant ways. They push the boundaries of design and engineering, redefining what's possible in naval architecture. They inspire new visions of luxury that trickle down into mainstream travel, tourism, and lifestyle trends. At the same time, they ignite fierce debates about inequality and responsibility. For some, they are breathtaking monuments to human creativity and ambition, proof that imagination knows no limits when fueled by billions. For others, they stand as extravagant reminders of excess, floating emblems of a wealth gap that grows ever wider. But whether you view them as triumphs or transgressions, one thing remains certain: the allure of billionaire yachts will never fade. As long as the oceans stretch across our planet, the world's richest individuals will continue to carve their empires upon the waves. These vessels are modern-day castles, drifting silently across the seas, always present, yet perpetually just out of reach. And so I ask you, if given the chance, would you step aboard one of these floating kingdoms? Would you embrace the unparalleled luxury or recoil at the excess? The secret world of billionaire yachts may be closer than you think, yet it remains a universe apart. If this journey through hidden empires and ocean-bound wealth fascinated you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More untold stories of power, ambition, and the mysteries of the elite await in our next documentary. Stay curious, stay bold, and remember, the ocean still holds more secrets than we can ever imagine.